Arne Slot forced into one change but chooses to make two in predicted Liverpool lineup versus Man Ut. Arne Slot will need to make at least one adjustment to his Liverpool lineup for the match against Manchester United, and he could choose to make another change by his own decision. Liverpool hosts Manchester United this afternoon in one of the biggest domestic fixtures on the English football calendar, but the two teams are entering the match in vastly different forms. Arne Slot's side sits at the top of the Premier League with 45 points from 18 matches, while United has accumulated just 22 points from 19 games and currently sits in 14th place, only 7 points above the relegation zone. At the time of writing, it's still unclear whether the match will go ahead following heavy snowfall in the northwest overnight, but unless we hear otherwise, we will proceed with the match preview. Slot will be compelled to make at least one change from the team that played West Ham in the Reds' final match of 2024, as Joe Gomez is set to be sidelined with a hamstring injury. Ibrahima Konate, who returned to training on Friday after over a month out due to a knee injury, is expected to be gradually reintegrated into the squad. As a result, Jarell Quansah could be in line for his first Premier League start at centre-back since the season's opening weekend. Quansah has only played twice in the league under Slot, with his most recent appearance coming as a right-back against Newcastle in December. He could now partner Virgil van Dijk in central defence against United, with Alisson in goal and the usual fullbacks, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson, completing the defensive lineup. Liverpool was offered opportunity to sign Man United player this summer, but opted for a different choice. Liverpool were reportedly offered the chance to sign Manuel Ugarte this past summer before he ultimately joined Manchester United. The Uruguay international struggled to make an impact at Paris Saint-Germain, although he was still highly regarded following his impressive performances at Sporting Lisbon. United's decision to sign Ugarte made sense, but Liverpool took a different approach. Despite Ryan Gravenberch's mixed form under Jurgen Klopp last season, Slot knew the player well and believed he could make better use of him than Ugarte, according to The Times. Although it might have been tempting for Liverpool to seek another midfielder after missing out on Zubimendi, opting for Gravenberch has proven to be the right call. Gravenberch, who had an unconvincing stint last season and a disappointing time at Bayern Munich, is now showing himself to be a perfect tactical fit for Slot's system. It's hard to imagine that Ugarte would have made the same impact, as the 23-year-old has looked less than convincing at Old Trafford. However, with time, Ugarte may improve as he settles into his new environment at United. At the moment, Gravenberch appears to be the more complete player, with The Times highlighting that Slot preferred him over Ugarte because he didn't want just a simple midfield destroyer in front of his defense. Liverpool versus Manchester United battle for Premier League ice ignites after transfer fully agreed. Liverpool and Manchester United are now free to compete for the signature of a Premier League defender after a deal for his replacement was fully agreed upon. Both clubs are seeking to add a left-back or left wing-back for different reasons. Liverpool is looking for a long-term successor to Andy Robertson, who has shown signs of decline this season. United, on the other hand, needs a specialist left wing-back to suit Ruben Amorim's 3-4-3 formation. One player both clubs are keen on is Milos Kerkez of Bournemouth. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Bournemouth is preparing for Kerkez's departure after agreeing to a deal to sign his replacement. Romano confirmed the news on X, stating, "Bournemouth agreed deal to sign Julio Soler from Lanús as new fullback, done deal. Here we go." Bournemouth will sign the 19-year-old Paraguayan left-back for a fee of $6 million, which could rise to $12 million with SC Oslo add-ons. A follow-up update revealed that Soler will travel to England on Sunday to undergo a medical and finalize the deal, signaling that Kerkez is likely to be sold soon. Indeed, the Manchester Evening News referred to Soler as Kerkez's replacement. Sources suggest Bournemouth will demand around $40 million for the Hungarian international when they cash in on him. While Bournemouth would prefer to keep Kerkez for the rest of the season, the arrival of Soler suggests they could greenlight a sale if Liverpool or Manchester United make a move in January. Kerkez recently signed with Fali Ramadani's Lyon Sports Agency, and the change in representation is understood to be aimed at facilitating a transfer away from Bournemouth in 2025. Both Manchester United and Liverpool have shown significant interest in Kerkez, with the Red Devils particularly eager to secure a left-sided defender for the wing-back position this January. James Pearce from The Athletic mentioned on Boxing Day that Liverpool might be willing to wait until the summer to sign Robertson's replacement. Should Manchester United opt for a different left-wing back, such as Anthony Robinson, Fulham, or Nuno Mendes, PSG, Liverpool could afford to wait for Kerkez until the summer. However, if United intensifies their pursuit of the Bournemouth player in January, Liverpool might be compelled to act sooner than planned. Liverpool has a recent history of making swift major signings in January when other clubs show interest in their targets. For example, in the winter transfer window of 2022, Liverpool quickly moved to sign Luis Diaz after Tottenham entered the picture. A year later, the Reds acted swiftly again to secure Cody Gakpo when Manchester United explored a deal for the Dutch forward. Latest Manchester United-Liverpool news. Rashford talks. Pitaluga sale. In other news, AC Milan is reportedly in talks to loan Marcus Rashford this January. United is open to sanctioning a loan move, but only if it includes a suitable option or obligation to buy. Meanwhile, Tottenham Hotspur has officially confirmed the signing of Czech goalkeeper Antonin Kinski in a deal thought to be worth around £10 million. This move comes after Spurs confirmed the impact of the signing on their current first-choice goalkeeper, Guglielmo Vicario. Kinski, who was recently linked with a move to North London, had a medical on Saturday and completed the deal, which runs until 2031. The 21-year-old goalkeeper will wear the number 31 shirt. No official transfer fee was disclosed, but Fabrizio Romano reported that the deal was valued at more than £10 million. With a number of center-backs sidelined and Vicario expected to be out until March with a foot injury, Spurs are thin on defensive options. Kinski could potentially make his debut in the Carabao Cup semi-final against Liverpool on Wednesday, provided all the necessary paperwork is finalized by then. However, it's more likely that Brandon Austin, who stepped in for Vicario and performed well, will start in goal. Kinski has impressed in the Czech league this season, recording 12 clean sheets in 19 matches for Slavia Prague. The young goalkeeper spoke highly of his move to Spurs, expressing excitement about joining a big European club and aiming to push for minutes on the field. Tottenham had also considered other goalkeepers, including Sam Johnstone from Wolves and Bayern's Daniel Peretz, before settling on Kinski as their preferred option. Latest Tottenham news. Spurs and Kolo Muani race Samiki Getafe defender on radar. Tottenham is reportedly among several clubs interested in signing Paris Saint-Germain's Randal Kolo Muani this January. The forward, who joined PSG from Eintracht Frankfurt in September 2023 for up to $90 million, has not lived up to expectations, scoring only 2 goals and assisting once in 14 appearances this season. Reports indicate that Kolo Muani is looking for a January exit, and Tottenham is one of the clubs reportedly vying for his signature. Additionally, Tottenham is said to be interested in Getafe defender Omar Alderete. His agent has hinted that the player will likely leave the Spanish club in the coming months, with competition for his signature expected to be intense, and Spurs are in the mix for his services. Liverpool have finalized all the paperwork for the sale of a rarely featured player at Anfield, with details of the unconventional deal now disclosed. Liverpool initially believed they were acquiring a potential star when they signed a member of Brazil's squad that won the 2019 Under-17 World Cup. Goalkeeper Marcelo Pitaluga joined the club in 2020 for a fee of approximately £2 million. Despite being highly rated, the now 22-year-old never made a senior appearance for the Reds. Pitaluga spent time on loan with Macclesfield and St. Patrick's Athletic before moving to Scottish team Livingston last summer, also on loan. However, according to both the Athletic and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Pitaluga's loan at Livingston will be cut short following his transfer to Brazilian club Fluminense. Romano reported that Pitaluga was eager to return to Brazil and his childhood club Fluminense in an attempt to revive his faltering career. On X, Romano shared that Liverpool has agreed to a rare arrangement where no transfer fee is involved in the sale, but a substantial sell-on clause has been included. Liverpool and Fluminense have completed all the paperwork for goalkeeper Marcelo Pitaluga to return to Brazil, Romano wrote. Liverpool included a 40% sell-on clause with no transfer fee involved. The deal is expected to be officially confirmed by both clubs this weekend. Pitaluga's 4-year stint at Anfield will end without him making a single appearance for the senior team. Latest Liverpool transfer news: Alexander-Arnold Bajcetic Chiesa. In other news, the Daily Mirror reports that Liverpool have offered Trent Alexander-Arnold a 5-year contract worth £78 million in total, equating to £300,000 per week. However, Real Madrid have matched this offer, with a substantial sign-on fee included as well. Additionally, Liverpool are likely to cut short Stefan Bajcetic's loan at RB Salzburg to arrange a new loan move to Real Betis. Finally, Footmercado states that Napoli are trying to secure Federico Chiesa on a 6-month loan deal. Chiesa, who has struggled with injuries and match fitness, has made little impact since joining Liverpool last summer. Though Liverpool aren't expected to make major signings in January, it could still be a busy month as they work on resolving contract situations. Several fringe players may also be on the move. The Reds have already agreed to extend Reece Williams' loan to League Two side Morecambe, while Calvin Ramsey's loan at Wigan Athletic has been cut short, with the club looking to send the 21-year-old out on loan again. Stefan Bajcetic is also being linked with another move after his summer loan to Red Bull Salzburg. Meanwhile, reports suggest Marcelo Pitaluga is set to leave for Fluminense. There's also the ongoing challenge of renewing contracts with Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, and Mohamed Salah, all of whom are in the final months of their current deals at Anfield. David Ornstein reported earlier this week that Van Dijk and Salah are expected to agree on 2-year extensions, but Alexander-Arnold's future remains uncertain.